back to Caroline's closet. I am doing this unboxing differently than normal. As I promised, I was going to try doing one with the jewelry in front of the camera. So I need your feedback on whether you like seeing the video this way or you like me having the camera turned around and showing off the pieces. There's my new Fitbit, Christmas gift from my in-laws. But I think I've already taken my goal of steps this hour, so I shouldn't get any interruptions from it, hopefully. So this is a 5-pound Goodwill Bluebox, and you'll have to forgive me. I'll have to kind of rearrange a little as I figure out how best to do this. But this is what it looks like as soon as I've opened it. $19.99 for 5 pounds of DIY jewelry. I did really, really well off of the other box that came to me with this one. So we'll see how well I do with this. I don't know how to do this. Okay, so I'm kind of reaching around the camera and I'm gonna figure this out. And what I'll probably do is go back and forth for my next couple of videos, doing it this way and my normal way until I get a good amount of feedback. This is just a chain necklace, no markings or anything on it, and it's got like wide gaps in between some of the links. So this would likely be something I would put either in a necklace lot, which I've decided to do some of, and oh my goodness, or it'd be a craft piece. This is awesome. I love it, I love it. Let's see. That is way cool. Let's see if there's any markings in this guy. Woo! There. You guys fell off my table. Let's see. Let me reposition. Okay, now I am not seeing any branding or anything, but he's really cool. This is worthy of selling on his own just because it's unique and fun. So I could probably sell this guy for about 10 bucks. Then we have, oh, little cherubs. Is that what they are? Little cherub faces? This is like nylon wrapped around a bead and plastic. This piece is just plastic, but it's fun. There's a lot of damage on some of the beads. So I don't know. I don't see any maker's markings or anything. It is unique, but it's got too many flaws all around it. I would probably use it as a craft. This would be a kind of a fun centerpiece in some kind of jewelry art piece. So this will probably go in the craft pile. And as always, I do appreciate your guys' feedback. If you see me throwing something in the craft pile that's worth money, let me know. Be a princess. Birds, flowers, aurora. It's a fun wooden bangle. Got a flower and a rhinestone glued inside. Make a wish. Obviously it's somebody's craft. Somebody made that, or at least embellished it. But this will probably, things like this I don't really have very many ideas to craft with. So it'd probably go in a bracelet lot. Although it's got a very specific buyer. This is obviously a craft lot piece. It's missing 2 of its stones. Single earring. Let's see, I'm gonna try to rearrange myself so that I can make my piles as I go. Okay, so I like to set all the earrings aside until the end so I can find pairs or just drop them right back in the box. This, I had one in one of my other lots, I don't think it was the last one, but one of my recent lots had a giant flower glued to the top of it. It's just tin, not anything. Yeah, doesn't want to open. Might be glued shut. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's glued shut though. Refuses to open, but it's just a piece of tin. The other one had a giant chunky flower on it. I do love junk chains for crafting purposes, or if I find a really cool pendant that I want to put on them and sell it. So I do save the chains. And this, I'd probably split it apart and have two giant pieces for crafting if I could get the glue off of that side. But no real value, I don't think, to that. I also need to grab my magnet and my loop I'll bring over here just in case I have anything worthy of testing. This is obviously not a precious metal, so, but I want to have those handy. And guys, I also need some feedback on my volume because I got a new phone and this one no longer has the headset jack, so I can't plug in my microphone. But I have been told that the newer phones without the headset jack have better sound quality and better built-in microphones, so please let me know if I am too quiet so I can figure out if I need to get an adapter and use my microphone still. This is cool. It's just a nautical charm necklace. Oh, it does have a brand tag. Hold it so the camera can see it. SAO. SAO, yeah. So I will look this up and see if there's any value to it. I do sell nautical stuff really easily. There seems to be a good market for it. So whether or not the brand's any good, I will definitely plan on listing that. Just a bangle that looks like it had something else attached to the inside of it. Set that to the side probably for junk lot, bracelet lot. Hey, look, I had this exact same howlite bracelet in my last box. So, you guys are falling over. I will get the hang of this, I promise. This is all trial and error here. I'll get to that bracelet soon. But this is a leather snake print bracelet. Bunch of leather strands with the little metal bars on them. Snaps. It does have a lot of wear, and it looks like the leather pieces are split. So, I don't know, this could be craftable. I can easily take off each individual strand probably and use them in crafts. I don't think I would sell it as it is. So, craft lot. Big chunky piece. I like big chunky pieces. These are unique. Is that a face or a sun, or I can't tell if that's supposed to be something. It's got this hook, and that apparently is the end of it, so it hooks in the front, I'm guessing. Giant ball hanging off of it. There we go. That's a cool piece. I don't see any branding, but keeps wanting to flip around on me. It does not want to be shown. There we go. I will likely sell that one as it is. It's got some flaws, but it's neat. Here we have one rave earring, $5.99 price tag. I will set it off to the side with the earrings just in case there's another one hiding down here. This is just a broken chain, and I'm going to guess it is going to be magnetic. Well, it is not magnetic. I don't believe it would be possible that this is real gold, but in light of not accidentally getting rid of anything valuable, I'll set it aside to test. Besides, I like using my testing kit. Okay, this is not exactly like the one I had in the other box. The one I had in the other box had a couple dyed howlite, turquoise color howlite stones in the front too, and a couple other little red, probably fake coral discs on it. But it's still cool. It's pretty. It's sellable. Not for much. A couple bucks. But these are some funky earrings, but it's a pair. Not an expensive pair, but older pair. And I don't know if I would probably end up throwing these in an earring lot. They're not heavy, they feel like plastic, so these will probably go in a mass earring lot. This is cool. It's a yellow, like lemony color. It's not showing up quite as yellow as it is in person. I don't think I found a single, oh no, I had one branded piece so far. And this looks like it's broken at the end, but it's just a matter of putting that piece back together. So that is no big deal at all. But that's cool. That might be worthy of selling on its own once I piece it together. I am going to add a light around me to maybe get the color to show up a little better. So, 1 second. Okay, I set up a light. I don't know if that made much difference, and I folded in this side of the box because it kept hitting my camera stand and messing me up. So, this is a lace choker. Very pretty and pretty popular now, I think. I've seen a lot of people selling them, at least. I don't know that I've seen a lot of people buying them or wearing them, but it's pretty. No brand on that. Might go in my 5 for $20 sale on Poshmark. Couple more bracelets for a bracelet lot. Another giant chunky piece that also looks like a face. Let's see if I can untangle this. There we go. It is just tin. And I am not seeing any maker on it, but it's cool. I'll have to look and see if I can find anything on this, because it's neat, and I'm sure somebody would want that giant face hanging on their chest. I don't know. It's cool. I'll look and see if it's worth my time. So just some yellow beads. Most likely craft lot. This I will slowly access as I pull some other stuff off of it. So I'll hold on to that for a moment. Okay. Oh, this is neat. Look at that. That's crazy. Is that supposed to be a phoenix or a swan or a... I have a giant phoenix tattoo on my back. If it's supposed to be a phoenix, I feel like I should keep it. Is that a belt? I mean, it's on a chain to wear as a necklace, but do you know, is that a belt thing to slide it on? That's really cool. This is definitely sellable because it's super cool, but tell me, what kind of bird is that? And tell me, is that a belt loop thingy? I need some help. It's huge too. That's sellable. These are just some junky plastic Mardi Gras type beads, Happy New Year type beads. From last year, because I got this box delivered before New Year's, so that's all I just pulled out was the New Year's beads. And I've almost got this pearls. Almost. Let's get some more stuff out of it. Wrap around. Okay. Okay. And almost. Okay, set that earring aside. This is a pretty heart necklace. And it is unmarked. Oh no, there is some tiny writing. First, let's see. It's not magnetic. Oh, there is not strong enough to stay, but there is a slight magnetic pull on the hearts. But this does say something. Italy, maybe? Let's see if this works. I don't even know if I can see well enough. Yeah. I'll look at it a little closer. My video just shut off on me for some reason, but bangle, and it's magnetic, so it'll go in bracelet lot. This is a fun bracelet. Let's see. Very magnetic, so it'll also go in a bracelet lot. But this one is pretty small. Like, I would not be able to get it on my wrists, and I have relatively small wrists, so a child's bracelet maybe. Another bracelet bangle. Some more. Do a quick test, both magnetic. Another bracelet. This one of the strings is, one of the elastic strings is broken, so I'd probably just throw this in a craft lot and use each of those pieces individually. Pretty lady earrings. No price tag or anything on them. I would probably keep those for an earring lot. I haven't done an earring lot in a long time, and I have so many. I've got 2 bracelet lots listed right now, one of like 50 pieces, oops, and one of 60 pieces. So, I'm trying to steady you. Promise, guys, I'll get the hang of this. Bear with me. Let's try. Yikes. Okay. Go from there. This has... Oh, I thought there was something stuck in it, but that's part of it, so... Oh, there is something stuck there. Okay. So, multi-strand gold chain. It's got these beads on the end. And I think it says something also on the inside of this hook. Germany. This is Germany there. Doesn't say anything on the other side. I thought maybe it was missing some strands, but I don't think so. Maybe that's just how it was made. But it's pretty. And the likelihood of that being gold be my kid's college right there, but it is not magnetic, so I will test it, but I'm guessing that is a nice gold-plated or just gold tone over sterling or something necklace. But it's really pretty, and it would be sellable no matter what. This is small. These are really fun beads, but I don't see any clasp. Maybe it's in... I don't... How would anybody get this over their head? I don't get that. It's very small. And I don't see any opening anywhere. That's interesting, because it's harder to show size on here doing it in front of you, but it is really not that big. The chain is probably maybe 14 inches total, which is fine around the neck, but to get it on, unless it's supposed to be an anklet, but it'd be a really big anklet, drag it on the ground. I don't know. We'll see. Another one of these. I've gotten several of those. That'll go in a bracelet lot. I think I finally got these free. Almost. Almost free. So this is just giant string of fake pearls. It'll go in a craft lot. There are a lot of purposes for fake pearls in crafting. Might be 2 strands, because one of them looks like they're individually knotted. No. I don't know. I'll untangle them. But they're pretty definitely fake pearls, so they will go in the crafting pile. Some more carded earrings. I have 3 full pairs, these, and these, and then 2 that are missing their pearls, and a single. Oh, wait a minute. So these are, oh, these are the backs. What's going on? Are these cufflinks? No. What are these? What am I looking at, guys? These are the backs of these. Oops. So yeah, they're cufflinks. But then are the pin ones cufflinks too? These are missing. They are Coro. Coro's a good brand. Let's see. I don't see Coro anywhere on the piece itself, but it was definitely from that card because it was in there good. So those I will look into. I like selling Coro stuff. I've never found like Coro cufflinks or anything, but that's cool. So I'll look into that a little bit. I'll give you more information at the end of this video. This is an overly stretched out stretch bracelet for the craft pile. I need to hurry. This is just a fun chain necklace. Oh, I was gonna say this one doesn't have a clasp either, but it does. And it says, oh, it was upside down. It says Korea. That's pretty, and it doesn't seem to have any real damages or anything other than on the clasp. It's a little discolored, but that's sellable. I haven't found that crazy amazing piece yet in this box, but one of the bracelets in my last box I listed for $140, and I'm guessing I'll get at least $100 for it. So it makes up for both of them. This fish is missing his eyeball on one side. Ooh. They move. It's a funky necklace, but I'll probably just use these as craft pieces. Yeah, I don't see any branding or anything on them. Doing it this way, I kind of forget like I'm talking to anybody, so I just am mumbling to myself and forget that you're there. This is ID. I do not know ID. Have to look into that. I thought maybe this would slide out somewhere, but it doesn't appear to. But this would easily slide on my wrist, so it doesn't really need to come out. I've heard of ID bracelets, but never ID. I don't know. It's interesting. It's just on a like fabric cord. I'll look it up. I like looking stuff up, learning new things. This is a kitten pendant. Just somebody's little handmade picture in a frame. Necklace pendant. But that's sellable. That's one that I would put on one of my non-sterling random chains. Here's a broken brooch that is pretty amazing. Wow. I don't know if you guys can see that shine in there. That is really pretty. Not seeing any branding. Seems really well made though. It is missing some stones. It'll be a craft piece unless I can find anything super special about it. But I don't think that's just plastic. I think resin or something. But it's glimmery. I like that. That'll be a pretty awesome craft centerpiece. Should I use it as such? Okay, let's see. What can I get to? Another bangle. Very magnetic. Bracelet pile. This is kind of cool. No branding, and it appears to be missing its hook or whatever closure it had. So it'll go in the craft pile, but it's pretty. A lot of pretty beads. Some of the bead stuff that I put in the craft pile, we just take the beads off the string and dump them in a bag and then and let my daughter or her friends or her Girl Scout troop or somebody can just use them and make necklaces and bracelets and random kid stuff. Hey, look! I had this other piece in my other box, and it's sitting right behind me. It's an earring. The other one had the earring attached, but that would be easy enough to fix, and they are really pretty. This one's a little bent, but I bet I could bend it back. I had pulled this out because I had a plan for it in a craft piece, so I might just use both of them in a craft piece. But, and yes, someday I will show off some craft work. I don't have anything good to show off right now, so I want to get better at it, and I want to have some good stuff to show. But that's really cool that I got the second one. It almost seems sometimes like they try on purpose to not put matching stuff in these boxes. And I know that's sad, and it's like conspiracy theory for me to make comments like that. But if those were donated together, they couldn't have been that separated that when they're reaching handfuls upon handfuls of stuff to throw in these boxes, they would have gotten separated. I don't get it. This has some fun scene on it. Man and woman sitting outside. I can't tell what they're doing. No branding or anything. But it is a functional brooch. Anybody know anything about that particular scene? Oh, it's missing some rhinestones. It looks like there were some in the edges, but a lot of them missing around here. A couple still in place. It's cool though. I don't know, probably a craft piece. A tiny ring. Let's see. Not magnetic, but it's not magnetic, but it's got the plating worn off of the underside of it, so I'm guessing probably maybe sterling gold plated. But I'll test those little diamond chips too and see if they test, because they do have the hole in the back and they do have teeny tiny prongs holding them in place, which normally if they're fake they're just glued in. And you can find some cheap diamond chips inside sterling silver jewelry, so I will test that piece and see. Oops. This is a necklace, double strand faux pearl necklace. And no brandings or anything that I see on here, but it's a nice piece. I'll double check the pearls on it. The bottom strand is individually knotted, which is sometimes a sign, but I'm guessing those are simulated fake pearls. And we are almost at the bottom, guys. This video is coming to an end, I promise. I promise, I promise, I promise. Okay. This is a cross necklace, rosary. It's just black bead rosary. No branding on that. Rosaries seem to do okay for me though. And let me see, it's the chain where the beads are is definitely magnetic. but the cross is not. So I might test it and see what it comes up as. Never know. This is a tangled mess. I actually got off pretty easy in this box when it comes to tangles. I was worried doing it this way that I wouldn't be able to undo tangles very well. Now I'm doing it behind you to try to find the end of this thing. Because I can whip it around pretty easy behind you. But, okay, so there's the clasp, and I'm not seeing any tangles with the brand. It's unique. It's multi-strand. Still a little tangled, but it's worthy of selling on its own as it is, even without a brand. Okay, so almost there. Another rosary. Here, I'll just unclip it, pull it out that way, flip it back up. This one is the white counterpart to the black one. So I guess that's our good and evil, maybe? Again, the cross is not magnetic, but the chain definitely is. So I will test that one also. This has some kind of sticker made in Western Germany, so it's a vintage piece, and it's a broken vintage piece, but it would be easily repaired. Probably a craft piece though. I got too much going on. This is a fun bangle. And let's see. Very magnetic. So it'll just go in my bracelet lot. It's so many bracelets. So many. Some more bracelets. Magnetic. Those will go in the bracelet lot. At least this box is not full of single earrings at the bottom. Here's another belly button ring. I had 2 of these in the last lot that I was going to sell together. Haven't listed yet, so maybe I'll add this one to that listing. Okay, let's see here. Oh, these are together, that's why. Okay. So this has like a button end and 2 strands of beads in a long necklace. I would probably throw that in a necklace lot just because I have enough individual pieces to deal with. So this is a twisty tie. I will throw that in my garbage bag. These are the ones I like, all the teeny tiny chains, because that means there's likelihood of value. I'm gonna pull this stuff out. I'm gonna just dump what's left. Those are the earring pairs I pulled out already. So I'm gonna dump what's left in the box out. Always check under the flaps. This one didn't have as many loose pieces, but you never know. Might be an earring back or something. 24 karat gold. Okay, so this is all that I have left to show off. There is another belly button ring. I'm calling these belly button rings, guys, but if I'm wrong, let me know. I have no idea. I do not have a belly button piercing. Not that I have anything against them, but I've never gotten one, so I have no idea. Okay. Somebody tried to sell this for $7, and the other box also had some of these people with their like booth tags, numbers on their pieces. So this stuff all came from the same person or people. But it's cool. It's got like that green verdigris stuff on it though. From what I've heard, that's like horrible and it eats through the jewelry, and there is a magnetic pull on this one, not much. Set it aside, it'll probably go to the booth, to my booth. Oh yay, I have another signed piece. This one says, gotta pull it away, I can't read it like that. Yeah. Okay. Industria Argentine? It doesn't look like a G, but I'm guessing Industria Argentine. But it doesn't look like a G. I don't know. I'll look it up and get back to you shortly with what it is, but it is a branded piece, and I'm happy with that because I have not had very many of those. Cool bracelet. This is a little earring. Oops. I'm going to test the magnet with the loop there. That wasn't going to work for me, so let's try. Not magnetic at all, including those little balls. So I will test this piece for possible gold content. This, I'm guessing, might have been a belly button ring, but it is broken. And a single earring. BJ. Missing the picture, but it's cool. Put your own picture in there. Trying to get the ones that are not earrings first. So I don't have very many earrings, and I don't think I've found pairs for the singles that I pulled out earlier, so this is a random knotted mess. Okay, I'm going to untangle this last little mess, show you the last of the stuff, and then come back with a value for everything. So, give me a minute to get these pieces untangled. And voila, the magic of YouTube. I'm back to sneeze at you. Okay, so in that mess, there is this heartbeat necklace from Charming Charlie, which has a following. It's not that great of stuff, but there was this broken necklace or bracelet piece, which will go in the craft pile. There is this unbranded crystal necklace, and it's like a three-layer chain necklace. Nothing too special. I didn't bother testing this one yet. So, let's see, I don't think it's anything, but yeah, it's very magnetic. So set that aside. Okay, And then this one was the last necklace, and this one is sterling from Italy. So this one actually was worth detangling, and that's my best way of getting fun sterling pieces in these boxes, because Goodwill employees don't want to do all the untangling to get to them. So, which I understand, it's probably not worth the effort to pay an employee to do it when they can just use it to fill their boxes. So there's that sterling silver piece. And then we're down to this tiny little lapel pin, this single earring, this single earring, this single earring, this single earring, this Paris Eiffel Tower single earring, this loose bead, and the earrings I pulled out earlier. There's this one, there's this one, there's this one, which is really pretty, and I was hoping might have a match. I'll have to check, because I just kind of tossed aside all of the loose earrings from the last box, and since I did get some stuff that was obviously from the same person, there may be a couple matches among those, but, and this one. So there you go, guys. That is it, and I will be back shortly with a better idea of value, although this box doesn't seem to have the value that the last one did. You win some, you lose some. I'll let you know. Alright, so this is all that's left that I'm going to try to list individually. A lot of stuff I just threw in a necklace or bracelet lot, or will sell at the booth for $1 or something. These pieces I decided were special enough to hold on to. So I'm going to start with this one, because this one does test as real gold, and I am definitely going to have it checked out. Because if it was real gold, it would be worth hundreds of thousands, not hundreds of thousands, thousands of dollars, a couple thousand, maybe. And I just can't believe I would get that lucky. But it is vintage. I don't know how old. It's only marked Germany. And I'm just assuming it's gotta be plated. I tried to scratch pretty deep into it though, and it was still showing up as gold, and it's not marked at all. But I'm just gonna call it plated for now. I'm not gonna sell it as plated. I'm gonna have it checked out. But yeah, so vintage Germany, maybe gold, I don't know. But, and so no value on that yet. This necklace that was just marked Korea, probably won't get more than 10 bucks for, but I'll put it up for maybe 12 and see what happens. This little lacy choker, I'll put up for like 6 or 7 bucks and have it in my 5 for 20 sale on Poshmark. I just like having some cheap stuff listed, and it'll probably sell pretty quick. Plus, it's gonna take no time at all to list it. This cool tiger bracelet, I'll probably list for $18 and see what happens. No markings on it, but I really like them. Somebody's going to really like them. I'll take an offer. This howlite bracelet, I'll probably put up at 12 or 14 and probably plan on selling at 8 or 10 eventually. This I determined is a belt, not a necklace. I don't know, it's obviously a belt once I decided it was a belt, but when I'm pulling jewelry out of the jewelry box, I'm not thinking about belts, so I just pictured it as a necklace. But it's a belt. I'm gonna aim for 25 maybe and see what happens. Couldn't find anything on this specific one, but it's cool. But it's just a brass chain belt thing, so I'll aim at 25 and see what happens. It's neat. This guy, I couldn't find anything like him. I'm going to aim for 30 and see what happens. I'm still guessing at Phoenix, so hopefully somebody by this time in the video has already told me what type of bird that is or what it's supposed to be. These two rosary necklaces I will combine together and list for 10, probably selling for 7 or 8. This, I just took this chain off of the broken necklace locket thing that was on a chain that didn't have the flower on the front of it. Took that chain off, added it to the kitten. I'll list it for 10 bucks and see what happens. I mean, it's just cheap, but it's cute. This is a sterling necklace, and I'll probably put this one up for maybe $15 to $18. This is a sterling necklace, but this pendant is not. So I'm probably going to take this pendant off, maybe use it in my craft pile, or put it on another cheap chain and save the sterling chain for the next time I have a good sterling pendant and nothing to put it on. This anchor necklace I'll list for about 10 or 12 bucks. Probably sell at 7 or 8 bucks. And the Coro cufflinks, and then these are like lapel pins, I guess. I'll probably take off the pieces, the one pearl that doesn't have a match, and the two broken ones, and clean up the card a little bit, although it's pretty thrashed, and sell just the one cufflink and the two pins that are left, and I'll probably list around $15 for those. And then this is the Industria Argentina, which I had never heard of before. This is just a brass chain link bracelet, but I probably could get 20 bucks for this. I looked up, there's not a whole lot listed or sold. Some people are asking outrageous prices, and apparently this Industria Argentina company also made some really nice high quality jewelry pieces too that are selling for tons and tons of money, so I'll probably get 20 on that. And then this piece still baffles me. So it measures 12.75 inches, the chain going around. So it would fit snugly on someone's neck as a choker or be a baby necklace or something. But there is no way to open it to get it on over anyone's head. Nothing possible. And so you can't put it on your foot. And I was able to get it up and over onto my ankle, and it's just about the right size to get it over the biggest part of your heel of your foot to get it on. But then it, like, unless you had a really thick ankle, like maybe my pregnancy ankles could have held this up, but it hung down to the point where the tassel would be dragging on the floor everywhere you go. So I am completely baffled by this piece, but I do love these beads. So I don't know. I'm going to see if, I don't know. I don't want to take it apart if I'm missing something, but I'm definitely going to save these beads and restring them on something to make another cool item. And maybe even save the fun little gold tassel at the bottom. I don't know. Tell me what you think. But anyway, that's all I got. That's everything that's going to sell individually. The rest of it was not that exciting, but some of it was still okay and will just add a little bit of value to some of the lots that I list. So let me know what you think. Bye, everybody.